Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're now delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest for this afternoon, Mr. Abdullatef Wahba, our journalist. It's a very good afternoon to you, Mr. Abdullatef.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for your time. Let me start by asking you, how do you see the recent development of establishing a logistical zone to organize aid to get to the Gaza Strip?
As you know, that Egypt is doing its effort to let or to release the humanitarian aid to the Palestinian people and to the Gazan people at the same time. And this is, of course, is the main principle and purpose of Egypt, of President Abdullatef al-Sisi, since the beginning of the war in October 7. Egypt, at the same time, denied what is the Israeli pretended that Egypt closed the Rafah border, and they didn't let for the humanitarian aid to be released to the Palestinian people. This, of course, as you know, as you heard yesterday in the conventions of the international court.
Yes, the Court of Justice. Yes.
Of justice, and at the same time, Egypt said that these remarks and the allegations over the past few days about the collections of fees at the same time from the travelers at the Rafah border crossing from the Gaza Strip to Egyptian land is also at the same time is something on logistics.
Yes.
As Egypt is doing many steps to help the Palestinian people. As you know, that Egypt hosted over than 25,000 of the Gazan injured people and those who suffered from the casualties of and repercussions of the Israeli attacks on Gaza at the same time. So, as Egypt said, these allegations are based on an unknown and individual sources without any documentation. Yesterday, as you know, that the United States of America opened a new front for confrontations in the area, especially after its air attacks with the international coalitions, as they called it, Britain and Holland and some other European countries against Yemen and against Houthis, as they said, they are crippling the naval and the crossing of the vessels from Aden Strip. As you know, that this is, of course, at the same time, Egypt condemned this aggression and said, this is what we wanted, according to President Abdullatef al-Sisi. This is what we wanted before that all the people, all the nations, all the Arab states are afraid from opening new fronts for confrontations in the area. And this is, of course, will be negative not only on the Palestinians, not only for the Americans, but for the Middle East and the international trade. all over the world. That you know that Suez Canal,
Yes.
for example, received at least thousands of ships, cargoes, and also vessels that crossing to the Mediterranean Sea. And at the same time, that you know that Egypt warned that this threat may have a negative or a side effect on the European countries and the international exchange of trade. This is, of course, as we said, what President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi warned when the aggression started or the war started on October 7th.
Absolutely. And as you said, this warning seems to not have been heeded, as the conflict is now spilling over into different regions, different areas for different purposes as well. And we've seen the American president saying you'll not stop with these attacks till the maritime trading route is secure. How do you see this latest development by the U.S. president?
I know that President the United States, Joe Biden, also at the same time they want not only to help Israel, but to save the American purposes in the area. And as you know that they have extraordinary maritime lines with Japan, with South Korea, and many African states at the same time. And this is, of course, threatens the U.S. interest in the area, as all the world, not only Egypt, not only states or the Gulf states and so on, but all the United Nations condemn the airstrike in Yemen, as it is a new confrontation between the United States, between the international community. I mean, international coalitions.
Yes.
I mean, Britain, South Korea, Japan, and Germany, Holland, and so on.
Absolutely.
This is, of course, will affect all the economic activities all over the world.
Absolutely. I'd like to thank you very, very much, Mr. Abdullatef Wahba, our journalist and analyst for this afternoon, for joining us.